Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yuzril, the game is Hearthstone, and welcome back to the Mega-Minion deck. We'll take a quick look at the deck first, see what state it's in. Let's see, Silence, Holy Smite in the Fire, Power Shield. No real changes I think need to be made here. We're still pretty decent as far as the basic concept's concerned. Tempted to consider dumping the Holy Fire, but as a high strength nuke stroke heal, that's kinda handy to have. Likewise, Shadow Word Death, Shadow Word Pain, Light Wells. Let's lose the Booty Bay Bodyguards, because as nice as they are, as 5 mana for a 5/4 is a bit expensive. And look for something else. What have I got that's got Taunt? Well, there's the Fang Creepers, 3/6, 5 mana, a bit more durable, and again, plays better into the synergies of the deck. Could also go for the Abomination, which has a Death Rattle, but that's 2 damage to everybody, so I could easily end up blowing myself up. What else have I got? 7 mana plus the expensive stuff. Corehound doesn't really fit the logic of the deck since it's high health already, or rather high attack, low health already. War Golem turned to a 14/14, but very much an endgame card. Let's have a look at the cheapies. Shield Bearer's tempting, of course. Got 3 of those. Could actually disenchant one of those for dust at some stage. There's also, of course, the Northshire Clerics. Now, if I bring these back, it's going to be with something very specific in mind. When a minion is healed, draw a card. These are going to have to come out in the late game rather than the early game. We'll find that just as bait for something else. Or we could bring back the Light Wardens, again as a mid to late game surprise for somebody. You know what, let's bring the Clerics back. I'm a little ambivalent about this, because on the one hand, you want the card draw abilities out early. On the other hand, you do kinda want those guys out mid-game, around about turn 3, 4, 5, so they actually have a chance to survive in long enough for you to get some healing out. Anyhow, play. Let's get going. Ranked mode, of course, because let's face it, the game's no fun if you're not staking something on it. Don't ask about my last arena episode, it went so horribly wrong that I decided just to lose the footage. It mysteriously vanished. Curious instance, somebody held down shift and pressed the delete key by accident. Okay, a worthy opponent appears. And it's a shaman.
Versus Thrall.
Nuts.
For Doomhammer. The light.
Okay. Going second, Mogashon, Warden, Divine Spirit's fine. Shadow Word Death can go. Holy Fire can go. They're both mid to late game cards. But we'll hang on to the basic opener. And okay, Holy Nova if he pulls out a Blitz deck. Pass on turn 1, I think. Maybe coin and get the Warden out on turn 3 if the cards go my way. What's he doing? A Rockbiter weapon, and then in the face. Is this going to be a rush deck, or did he just have no other options? Let's find out. Shadow Word Death. Not much I can do with that, and the Northshire Cleric will just get stomped if I put it out on its own, so turn over. Random Totem. What's he getting? Great. Wrath of Air Totem. Well, let's just quietly heal up the damage. Of course, that wouldn't trip the Cleric, so there was no point in having it out. Spell damage +1. Hum. Another Totem. Does he have anything to work with?
Do you
No.
need a blessing?
Okay, right. Let's get the Mogashon Warden out with a coin this turn. And see what happens. If he doesn't damage it, I'll get Divine Spirit out immediately. Or I could get the Northshire Cleric out, so go... Oh, what? Ouch! Now the question is he going to trade off his Priestess? Come on, make your mind up. Well, at least I've got the second Warden if I need it. Okay, right, there goes the trade. We'll get the Cleric out.
Is someone injured?
And immediately start searching the deck for the various other cards. Power Word, Shield. I don't want to waste it, that's the thing. But it does let me search the deck, and I'm not blowing to my shield, so we'll take it back up to 5. That gives me a light one, which is even better, and we'll shut his Priestess down. Leaves the Warden on 1-3, which is not a great position to be in, but could be worse, and I can get the light well out next turn, and just continue abusing the Northshire Cleric. Could it be that I have finally worked out how to use these? Maybe, maybe not, or maybe I'm just being lucky with the number of people he is not getting in his hand. Now, he was overloaded. Frost Shock's fine. It still survives. And I can get out my Lightwell. Now, do I silence off that healing totem? To silence or not to silence, that is the question. Whether it is better to endure the slings and arrows of outrageous card draws. Ooh, a Bold Fist Ogre. Well, let's quietly stamp down his attack power for the moment. We'll get the Moggish second Warden out next turn. Oh dear. That could potentially frag the Cleric if he gets another summon and a bit of luck. What are you thinking about? Oh dear, oh phew! Right, okay. Right, now I could Holy Nova and simply remove his... Sorry, Holy Fire and remove his taunt from the board. There we go. Heal once. Draw. And okay, I have my own extension in place. And I have Inner Fire. Perfect. Right. Let's... Shall we go to town? Yes, I think we will. Heal to 6.
My hand is too full.
Oh! One of these days I'm going to remember that little mechanism. So we will do that. And then we will Inner Fire. Thereby boosting it. And then we will just run it into his minion. And since we're probably going to lose the Cleric next turn. No, wait, no we aren't, because he's got to go for the Warden.
Quickly.
We'll shut down his Knife Juggler.
Right away.
And then hit him in the face. Now, if he's got direct damage, the Northshire Cleric's in a bad place. If not, things start getting interesting. Okay, Holy Nova will clear most of his...
Put this apple on your head.
Oh, excellent. Definitely going for Holy Nova next turn. That will shut down most of his board and give me solid control. Is he sitting on a Hex? No, he's not. Yeah, definitely Holy Nova. This is not going to get any further. At least I shut down that other Knife Juggler. That could have looked quite nasty. Okay, heal from the Lightwell. And, yep, just a straight Holy Nova. Like so. Downside, of course, is that I now need to figure out a very fast way of getting rid of that ghoul. Well, if I heal now, I've only got the 2 mana to work with. Well, the other thing I have to do is heal him back up to 13, and to slap the ghoul or to slap Thrall. Well, he's got to trade off the ghoul anyway to get past my taunt, so we won't bother with the overkill. We'll just do the damage. Next turn, Shadow Word Death takes that ghoul down if he doesn't kill it and go for the trade.
Give me a quest.
Okay, he is... Right, so he goes for the damage. He's hoping I'm going to be unable to do anything, so we shall simply Shadow Word Death and eliminate his flesh-eating ghoul. Because I don't want that getting any further out of hand. Like so. And just for giggles, we will get the... Actually, no, we'll get the Senjin into play. Because at least that gives me a small secondary attack I can use to beat down that totem. Right, so we're not in too bad a position right now. We have hand advantage, we have ball control until he pulls out a hex, not a jinx, a hex. Jinx is not even a card in this game. What am I thinking? Alright. Come on, mate. Still a little annoyed that I let that card go to waste. What's he pulling out? Okay, here comes Bloodlust, so that's 7 damage. Right, he's going for the trade himself. 7, 10, 13, which is not going to work. Ha 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 ha. Although he could potentially get rid of my Sentient Shieldmaster. And there he goes. Slap. Well, at least he wasted his Bloodlust, so that kinda helps. Now, are you going to make the trade? Yes, you are. Doesn't really help you. There we go. And I just heal the damage straight back up. What do I draw? A Holy Smite. Welp, you're gone. Right, now I can pull out a Holy Fire and just remove his Stoneclaw totem. That seems like overkill. Let's get the Lord of the... Actually, no, what? Let's get the Ogre out instead, because that's a little more durable. Smack his totem in the face and heal up the Mogoshan again. So it's back to 12-15. Okay, not a bad position to be in. I think I have got this sewn up unless he goes for something interesting. Okay, double taunt. Right. Holy Nova if I need it, but there's no point. He's not got enough minions out to make it worth the effort. We will pull out the next Ogre and the Mogoshan Warden. And then we will administer a bit of a smashing. Like 1 and like 2. Right, and then we'll torment the cat. Oh, no, hit the dog instead. Whoops. And yeah, that is lethal damage. Let's just get this done. Bam, and bam. Solid! That actually worked. Not a bad opener, except for that one slip where I managed to shred a card with injudicious use of a play sequence and a Northshire cleric. Okay, and a quest complete. Even better. Let's get another game going. What do I need to do next? Shaman or Warlock? Great! Looks like I need to get a warrior win in at some point, but I'll do that off camera. Let's go.
Anduin versus Rexa.
Right, this is where Holy Nova will come in very, very handy.
shall bring
So
victory.
I don't have it. Okay, we'll hang on to Shadowword Pain. We'll mulligan out the Lord of the Arena and the Cleric, because I really need Holy Nova. I'm assuming he's going to pull an Unleash the Hounds deck on me. Okay. What comes out the most bit? Great, I just need the minion. Terrific. Okay, what's he going to pull? If it's a starving... Yeah, he's going for Unleash the Hounds. That's a classic opener for a hunter. He will turn over. Let's get the Lightwell out quickly, because that gives me a...
Job's done.
10... Well, a 10-10 on turn 3, which is kind of hard for a hunter to counter until he breaks out Deadly Shot. Here comes the Starving Buzzard, so that will have to go immediately. Or maybe not, I have a Holy Nova. I can dispose of the whole kit and caboodle in one go. Now, shall I Power Word Shield the Lightwell? Yes, I think I will. What do I get? Another Lightwell. Well, let's get it out. Okay, so we now have interlocking defences. He is going to have a hard time doing damage unless he goes for an immediate blitz with Unleash the Hounds. Okay, Iron for Grizzly. That's a slightly unexpected play on an Unleash deck, but doesn't much matter because we can just counter the damage quite easily. Inner Fire again. Okay, so let's go for Shadow of Pain to get rid of his taunt. Which is a nice little shutdown there. And then I'm going to Inner Fire the weak. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I should have gone for the 5 health Lightwell and set up the 7-7 double to 14-14 play later on. Anyhow, we have board control, we have a degree of momentum, and because they're both Lightwells, he is now going to have to come up with a way of getting rid of it. Why do I open my mouth? Okay, fine. Well, we have shut down the worst of his defense lines, so let's go for a Holy Smite, shut down his second Buzzard, and then just hold off. At this point, I really want a high health minion option. I'm also really wanting to break out Deadly Shot, because I need to bait those somehow. So, what are you going to go for? 3 damage there, and then an Arcane Shot, so that's my healing interlock's gone, which is a little awkward. He's coining. Okay, Mogashan Warden, perfect. Right. I can pull out the Warden. Let me see. No, I can't because it's only turn 6. I don't have quite enough mana to get everything out at once. However, he can't kill the Warden in one turn unless he has something up his sleeve, like another Arcane Shot. And if I leave the Lightwell exposed, it is simply going to die. I also don't want to pull out Holy Nova just yet in case he comes up with Unleash the Hounds. So we'll pull out the Warden for the moment. And then we'll just heal up. Right. So, depends what he does this turn, but either the Silenced Lightwell or the Mogashan Warden. There you go. Right, scrap the whole plan entirely. At least he's going for an end run, which kinda takes the edge off. Okay, so need to shut his attempts down quite rapidly. Holy Nova's the obvious choice, since that puts both his Owl and his Raptor out of commission. Right, so, and then we'll turn the Lightwell up to a 10. Nuts! I need to learn to count. Okay, I may have just tipped my hand there. If he knows his priest, he knows exactly what I have got planned next turn. And I may have also just wasted... Then again, maybe I haven't. He's blown all his summons, so... okay, we'll get Holy Fire out and dispose of the Tundra Rhino. In a fire the light well. And in the face. Leaves me a bit vulnerable, because that's both my principal options gone. We'll have to get the Lord of the Arena out next turn, and he's double taunted. Do I have another Holy Nova to work with? No, but I do have a Divine Spirit, so...
The gates are open.
Get the Lord of the Arena out. He is in his defensive mode. Heal there, and in the face. Taking a bit of a risk with direct damage there. Should perhaps have healed the light well up to 10-6, but here comes the multi-shot, and arcane shot, or are you just going to go for the end one? Kill command, right. He has a beast. Why he's done that, I do not know. Then going for the trade, and trading again to last it. Okay, so we are now absolutely even. Stevens, what are you going to pull out? A Boulder Fist Ogre! Unfortunately for you, I have still got Divine Spirit up my sleeve, so... Have I blown 2 inner fires? I think I've only used... No, I have used both, which is a bit awkward. And, okay, that's a little awkward itself. Mind you, at least I didn't waste... the end option. So, we'll get the light spawn out, and then we will... Yeah, I think we'll end run the Ogre. And then I think we'll chance it. We'll get the light spawn up to 10-10. Now, are you going to death rattle me? Why did I do that? Because the light spawn I can immediately heal back up to 6-6 is why. Right, okay, now, if he goes for the Ogre, he'll get the death rattle. And there goes the death rattle. Yep, that's the suicide. He gets the boost from the hyena.
The might of Stormwind.
Okay, that was a combo I wasn't expecting. So I think we had how to do this. Okay. Scavenging hyena, +2/+1, and it's getting the boost. It's also got 6, 9, 12, 17. If I take the Stormwind Champion to silence, that cuts the light spawn, the hyena down to a 4/3. Still nasty. Or I can silence the hyena and kill the Stormwind Champion, which will beat the hyenas down to a 2/2, and just get rid of the Scavenging Hyena, because then he can't benefit from its suicide option, which sounds like the best way to go here. So that limits it down to a 2/2. We then smack it in the face and heal it up.
Job's done.
So he can still kill the light spawn, but he's going to have to trade all 3 creatures to do it.
Dingo. Yes.
Which he is probably going to do. And here comes Steady Shot. Now, our hero powers cancel out. As it happens, do our trolls. Right, this is curious. It's basically going to be who gets lucky at this stage, which is really not how it should go. What's he going to have? An arcane shot, and then a kill, which is a bit awkward. Okay. I am actually going to hang back for a second, which is handing him momentum, and I don't want to do. But Tinkmaster Overspark is one of those things where if I get a weak, cheap card...
Ready for action!
I can potentially turn it into a 5-5, which with the board the way it is actually fairly devastating. On the other hand, I need to do it very, very sodding quickly. Get the Gurubashi out. And then heal again. Problem is, it's a coin flip on Overspot. If I use it on his Senjin, it's going to turn into a troll. Okay, that's fine. We both get... Okay, that may have worked better for me than him. Right, okay. Repairbot, 6 health to a damaged character. Oh, wow. Okay, right, that has got to go. So we will pull out the Northshire Cleric. Remove his Goldshire Footman. Heal up again to abuse the Cleric. And we will get the... I need to put a taunt out. No, we'll put the Senjin Shieldmaster out to begin with. And then we'll pull out Overspot because I am not leaving.
Job's done.
Well, that's slightly less horrible. Okay. At least I have a defensive line in play at this stage. Oh, nuts. You remember how I said this was going well? Well, it isn't! Because, of course, there's now... Okay, well, at least he killed his Oracle and lost that in the process. However, he has just wiped my Troll, which is rather unfortunate. Okay. Right, so... In order to the arena, Lightspawn. Then I think we are going to sacrifice Overspark and just try to bait his heal bot. Mind you, I think that's a battle cry, not a... No, it's essentially an amped up light bulb. Well, at least there's a 50-50 chance it's going to heal itself rather than him. However, he does now have to trade away his Core Hound to get through my taunt.
I am the blade of the gods.
When am I going to learn not to open my mouth? Okay, well there's the trade. And that's the steady shot. Perfect, it baited him. Okay, I need to think about how to do this. So Howie, 4 cards left there, 2 cards there. I might be about to deck him out. Right, okay. Northshire... No, that doesn't work as a sequence. The other option, of course, is that I Yes, you know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to Holy Nova. Northshire Clerk out. Holy Nova. Which gives me some damage. Then I'm going to heal his Repair Bot. Double draw cards. Which is one of those nasty underhand little moves you can pull with this deck. Power Word Shield.
Still have cards.
Light Spawn. And run it into his...
Right away.
Job's done.
There we go. So I have...
Out of cards.
We're both down to 1 card left. Oh, wow. Okay. Actually, that's handy. I didn't want the clerics getting out of hand at this stage. They would have been awkward.
I'm out of cards.
Did it just... Yes, of course, any damaged character. Okay. Right, so I'll take damage every time I try to draw cards from now on. Right, well, in that case, we need to finish this quickly. Let's get the Harpy out there. And heal up. And in the face. Right.
Out of cards.
Okay, complete deck out. I've never been in this situation before. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Not him to heal me, though. Fatigue, out of cards, take 1 damage. Right, so... Smack once. Smack twice. Smack thrice. And the fatigue will kill him. So... He draws, and he dies. Never had that happen before. Oh, well. That, I think, is about as long a game as you are ever going to see from me, ladies and gentlemen, and somehow I won, which is a bit surprising. Okay. Right, and in recognition of the fact that that episode did take far too long, I'm going to call it there. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Yusrul. If you have learned from this, well, let's be honest here, complete and utter incompetence and demonstration of how to play Hearthstone in a distinctly average fashion, please like or subscribe, preferably both. If you have suggestions or constructive criticism, please comment. And if you don't, well, please comment anyway, because frankly, anything that boosts my search ranking is welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Yusrul, and until next time, farewell.